Hi everyone, welcome back to the History of Football channel. Doing my instant match reaction for the game that just finished. Everton 1, Manchester City 3 there at Goodison Park. Not really a result that I'm particularly surprised with, given our record against Manchester City. I think the last time that we beat them was 2017 when we put in that 4-0 performance. Ever since then, it hasn't been a happy time whenever we play them. Of course, they are the best team in the world at the moment, having won the Club World Cup the other day against Fluminense, I think it were. And of course, they're going for 4 straight Premier League titles as well, which is something that a team hasn't done in a very long time. But ever since the points deduction, we've been playing quite well. We've been in nearly every game that we've played against, and with the last game that we played against Tottenham, very unlucky in that. You had that moment right towards the end with Danjuma hitting the crossbar, 2/3 of the ball crossed the line and the last bit of the ball didn't cross the line, so a bit unlucky there, plus the VAR decision. Going into this game though, I was hopeful maybe just to get a point. I weren't expecting to win, but maybe just to get a point. And to start the game, I thought that we had a game plan when we went out there. Of course, we were still missing Doucouré, who I think he makes all the difference for this team. And in that first few minutes there, and going into the 20th minute and all that, Pickford was required to do some saves. He pulled off a great double save there to, I think, deny Alvarez. And I think, yeah, there was a couple of times where Manchester City should have scored, but Pickford held them out. And then I think we're in the 28th minute, Jack Harrison gets the goal for us. I couldn't believe it. I literally couldn't believe it that we scored. We were 1-0 up against the Premier League and world champions and Champions League winners as well, up 1-0. And yeah, we had that game plan. We stuck to it in the first half and frustrated Manchester City a bit. And I thought at half time, yes, it's great to be 1-0 up, but just have to keep at it, and they're going to come out, and it's going to be really hard to hold them out for another 45 minutes, and that proved to be the case. I think about 7 minutes into the second interval there, Foden gets a goal. It was a shot from well outside the box. I think there were a few people in the road. I think Anana were in the road, and I think Pickford didn't quite see the ball properly, and it just got inside the inside post there. Then another controversial moment with VAR. This time the ball hit Anana, but when the ball was kicked at him, it were probably about 30 centimetres away. There was nothing he could do. There's no way he could sort of pull out or do something. So I think all the Manchester City players just crowded around the referee and said penalty, penalty, and the referee went, okay, penalty. And then they checked it with VAR, and when it was going to VAR, even though I listened to the match on the radio, I went, this is going to be a penalty 100%, because our record with VAR isn't good. I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was, they showed a table, and it said, this is what the Premier League table would look like right now if there was no VAR. And we were, at the time, we were about 13th or 14th on the table, and without the VAR would be about 3rd, and I said, yeah, that would be about right. So anyway, Alvarez stepped up for that penalty, kicked it straight down the middle, and Pickford went to, I think, the right hand side. And not so long after that, Beto went off, Dominic Calvert-Lewin come on, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin had a great chance to make it 2-2. The ball was squared to him, I think, by Jack Harrison, and he puts it wide. He puts it wide from about, I don't know, maybe 6 yards out, maybe a bit more. Just goes past the post, and everyone behind the goal was thinking, how did that not go in? I mean, how's that not a goal? So once again, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, another game without a goal. I kind of look back to that time when he had a really good season under Ancelotti, and there was a few people that were offering daft money for him. I think he was rumoured to go to Newcastle United or Arsenal. I think Arsenal offered £60 million for him, and we went, no sale, he's ours. And looking back on it, we should have sold him because we don't really get even though he does some things off the ball and that, when it comes to scoring goals, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is not really a man for that. But getting back to the rest of the game, and then towards the end of the game there, I think Pickford, he tried one of these clearances where he was well out from his goal. He mishit it. It hit Branthwaite, I believe, bounced up, and Bernardo Silva sort of chips the ball over. Pickford chips the ball over another defender and goes in the net. And the match finishes 3-1 in the end in favour of Manchester City. Once again, like the Tottenham game, the effort were there. Just a bit unlucky, and probably just don't have the class to compete with the likes of Tottenham or Manchester City at times. So our next game is a massive 6-pointer, I believe anyway, because we're only 1 point above the relegation zone now. Next time out, it's this Saturday, 3 o'clock at the Molineux against Wolverhampton Wanderers, who won 4-1 tonight. This is going to be a really tough game. I believe it's a game that we can get something out of, though. Because Wolverhampton Wanderers are not a Tottenham, they're not a Manchester City, they're not a Manchester United. So there is a chance to get maybe a point there, or potentially win, who knows. But we have to start picking up points, because so far this festive period hasn't been very a happy one for us. It hasn't been a happy Christmas for Evertonians, because Nottingham Forest, they've picked up 4 points, a win and a draw. Luton Town are picking up points. Burnley had a win. Bournemouth had another win. Crystal Palace, they're only 2 points ahead of us, but they nearly got a result tonight. So we've got to start picking up points, because next game that Luton play is they're at home against Chelsea, and I believe that Luton will probably beat Chelsea, because Chelsea haven't been great this year, and Luton, ever since we had the points deduction, out of all the 3 teams, I think Luton, it's changed something in that team, because before we got the points deduction, they were doomed, and then as soon as we got that points deduction, you can tell that they've changed as a team. Like, they believe that, okay, Burnley, Sheffield United will go down, but we've got a chance of staying up. So yeah, not a good result tonight, but I mean, the effort were there, just the execution and some other things didn't go our way. So anyway, that's been my review of the match today. Let me know your comments and thoughts in the section below, and who you thought were some of Everton's best players. But anyway, this is History of Football signing out. Alright, catch you all later.